Imagine a country so far from the rest of the world, it often gets left off maps. A place where sheep outnumber people and, believe it or not, a goat was once elected president. Welcome to New Zealand, one of the most unique countries on Earth. Today, let's explore 15 mind-blowing facts about this amazing place. Stick around to the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. 1. The loneliest country on Earth. New Zealand is one of the most isolated countries in the world. It's made up of 2 main islands and hundreds of smaller ones, floating in the Southwest Pacific Ocean. With no land borders and no close neighbors, it's over 2,000 kilometers from Australia, the closest country, and nearly 9,000 kilometers from South America. This extreme isolation means New Zealand has developed its own unique plants and animals. For example, the kiwi bird, which can't fly, is found nowhere else. The isolation also means the country's landscapes are unspoiled. Think endless green hills, dramatic fjords, and pristine beaches. It's a paradise for nature lovers and anyone looking to get away from it all. 2. Women lead the way. New Zealand is a trailblazer for women's rights. In 1893, it became the first country in the world to give women the right to vote, decades before many others. But it didn't stop there. At one point, all 4 of the country's top government positions, Prime Minister, Governor General, Chief Justice, and Speaker of the House, were held by women. Kiwi women are known for being strong, independent, and well-educated. They're leaders in business, science, sports, and the arts. In fact, former Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern became a global icon for her compassionate leadership. In New Zealand, women don't just break the glass ceiling, they shatter it. 3. No snakes. No worries. If you're afraid of snakes, New Zealand is your dream destination. There are no native snakes slithering around here. Not on land, in the forests, or in your backyard. That's why you'll often see locals walking barefoot, on the street, in shops, even on buses. It's completely normal, especially in small towns and during summer. The lack of snakes is thanks to New Zealand's isolation and strict biosecurity laws. The government works hard to keep snakes and other pests out, so the country's unique wildlife stays safe. So kick off your shoes and relax, there's nothing here to bite you. 4. Land of the sheep. Let's talk sheep. With over 25 million sheep and just 5 million people, sheep outnumber humans 5 to 1. Drive through the countryside and you'll see fluffy white flocks everywhere, on hills and valleys, and sometimes even blocking the road. Sheep farming is a huge part of New Zealand's economy. The country is famous for its high-quality lamb meat and merino wool, which is prized for being soft, warm, and lightweight. Fun fact, in the 1980s, there were actually 22 sheep for every person in the country. While the ratio has dropped, sheep are still a symbol of Kiwi culture. 5. Nature's playground. New Zealand is a natural wonderland. The South Island is home to over 3,000 glaciers, towering snow-capped peaks, and the breathtaking Southern Alps. The North Island, on the other hand, is dotted with more than 50 volcanoes, some of which are still active. You can hike across steaming craters in Tongariro National Park, or relax in natural hot springs in Rotorua. No wonder blockbuster movies like The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were filmed here. The landscapes are so magical they barely needed special effects. 6. 4 seasons in one day. If you're visiting New Zealand, pack for every kind of weather. The climate here is famously unpredictable. You might wake up to clear blue skies, get caught in a sudden rainstorm by lunchtime, face strong winds in the evening, and end the day under a rainbow. Locals joke about experiencing 4 seasons in one day. That's why you'll see Kiwis always carrying an umbrella or a rain jacket, just in case. The ever-changing weather is part of the adventure. 7. The Goat President. Now for one of the quirkiest facts. In the tiny town of Wangamamona, a goat named Billy Gumboot was once elected president. Every 2 years, the town holds a festival and elects a president as a fun tradition. Billy the goat won by eating the competition's voting papers. The town even issues its own passports, and the festival attracts visitors from all over. It's a perfect example of New Zealand's sense of humor and community spirit. 8. Christmas in summer. Forget snowmen and hot chocolate. Christmas in New Zealand happens in the middle of summer. Instead of cozy fires, it's all about beach barbecues, fresh seafood, and long days in the sun. Families gather for picnics, play cricket on the sand, and enjoy pavlova, a meringue dessert topped with fruit. Santa still wears his traditional red suit, even if it's 30 degrees Celsius outside. It's a unique twist on the holiday season that you have to experience to believe. 9. Often left off maps. New Zealand is so tucked away that it sometimes gets left off world maps. It's happened in airports, museums, textbooks, even at the United Nations. Kiwis have noticed, and the country even ran a campaign called Get NZ on the Map to raise awareness. So next time you see a world map, check if New Zealand is there. If not, you're not alone. 10. The Maori greeting. Maori culture is a huge part of New Zealand's identity. One of the most beautiful traditions is the hongi, a greeting where people press their foreheads and noses together. The hongi represents the sharing of the breath of life and shows respect, connection, and unity. It's used at ceremonies, celebrations, and important meetings. If you visit New Zealand, you might be invited to join in a hongi. Just remember to take it slow and savor the moment. 11. The longest place name. Ready for a tongue twister? There's a hill in New Zealand with an 85-character name. Taumatauhaka tangi hanga kwawa wota mateaturi pukaka piki maunga horonu kupokai wenuaki tanatahu. It's the longest place name in the world. The name tells a story in Maori about a legendary chief and his adventures. Locals usually just call it Taumata Hill, but if you can say the full name, you'll impress any Kiwi. 12. Adventure capital of the world. If you love adrenaline, New Zealand is your playground. This is where bungee jumping was invented, and you can try it off bridges, towers, and even cliffs. But that's just the start. You can go skydiving over stunning landscapes, jet boating through narrow canyons, whitewater rafting down wild rivers, or heli skiing on untouched snow. Queenstown, in particular, is known as the adventure capital of the world. Whether you're a thrill seeker or just want to try something new, New Zealand has you covered. 13. A country that recognizes sign language. Inclusivity is important in New Zealand. In 2006, it became the first country in the world to officially recognize sign language, New Zealand Sign Language, NZSL, as an official national language, alongside English and Maori. This means government services, schools, and public events often provide sign language interpreters. It's a sign of how forward-thinking and inclusive Kiwi society is. 14. Wild Food Festival. Every year, the town of Hokitika on the west coast hosts the Wild Foods Festival. Here, adventurous eaters can try everything from hoo-hoo grubs, a type of beetle larva, to eels, wild pork, and even sheep's testicles. There's music, costumes, and a fun anything-goes atmosphere. It's weird, wild, and totally Kiwi, a celebration of New Zealand's quirky side and love of the outdoors. 15. High cost of living. Life in New Zealand is beautiful, but it comes at a price. The cost of living is higher than in many other countries. Housing can be expensive, especially in cities like Auckland and Wellington. Groceries and fuel are also pricier, partly because so much has to be imported. But ask any local, and they'll tell you it's worth it for the clean air, stunning scenery, and relaxed lifestyle. For many, New Zealand is paradise. So which of these facts surprised you the most? Was it the sheep, the volcanoes, or maybe the goat president? New Zealand isn't just a country, it's an experience. If you ever get the chance to visit, don't hesitate. It might just change how you see the world. If you enjoyed these facts, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more amazing stories from around the world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next adventure.